let's get into feeding the world and making the world a better place with Wonder Woman 1984 review. If you're listening to the podcast, this is here where we drop the trailer.
Yes.
We're gonna do something different, Casey. This is out on streaming.
Yeah.
Same thing with Soul. So
It's on Amazon.
I don't
Plus.
want to do 2 reviews. Casey don't want to do 2 reviews. So we just out the damn gate with the spoilers today.
Yeah, let's get into it. Because
So-
I'm sure people have already seen it and they want to talk about it.
So yeah, if you haven't seen it, you have access to HBO account, or you know somebody, or message me. I might even give you a free trial if I'm feeling generous. Okay,
That's what's up.
unless you're in Canada, then you're on your own.
Then you screwed.
You screwed them, buddy.
Yeah, I was happy I saw it for $29.99 on Amazon Prime. So I was like, okay, let's do it.
They had it on Amazon Prime in Canada.
Yeah. That
Okay,
was the
so
only option I saw.
I'm glad they gave y'all the option, because it didn't seem like y'all had the option. It seemed like you had to risk your life to watch a damn. I would have been mad as hell if I came home coughing after watching that shit.
Yeah, I had a couple theaters that were open too. Heard it had a couple of theaters.
Yes.
I was not hearing that though. I'm just not going to no damn.
So yes, if you
dirty-ass
haven't
theater.
watched the movie, please just leave the podcast at this point.
Exactly. Go check it out. It's there. It's streaming,
there.
and it's ski masking too. Probably if you look.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Allegedly, I don't know either. It was $29.99 on Amazon Prime. So go support it.
Yeah,
You
let's
wanna
talk
keep
about the
seeing movies,
movie.
go
We're not
support
going to tiptoe around anything. This is accessible for just about everybody. So
Yeah.
I don't see the point.
Okay, when it
Pacing
comes
killed
to
me,
this,
Casey. The pacing
Huh?
killed me.
who?
The pacing for the film killed me. I fell asleep twice.
I fell
It took
asleep
me
watching it the first time.
a third watch to watch the film, because I fell asleep when Kristen Wiig was doing her thing, and I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep, and then I woke up. She was like full Cheetah with the bad
damn.
CG,
Yeah.
and I was just like, this ain't it.
This movie wasn't. You know how I always think, who is this for? Why are they making this movie? Okay, so my thing is, why are they making this movie? They want to make money and create the trifecta of the DC stars.
And success
At
from
a certain-
from the first film.
Exactly. And who's this for? I was like, okay, this is for the young girls to go have a hero. I was like, let them have a hero, man. Like, how many shitty ass comic book movies have we sat through that have heroes that we liked in the comics? You know what I mean? So I felt like that's what this was. Like, it's cool, but damn, man, the time of this movie, it felt like it just kept going. Like, they could have made this like a TV show where they broke it down to half an hour or something. You know what I mean? Like, it was so paced so poorly that it made me fall asleep during like maybe halfway into the movie. Like, I think it was around the time when he went to go get the oil from some dude in Egypt.
I was like, who wants to see Wonder Woman fight an oil baron? Like, he could be a backdrop villain, but let Cheetah be the main focus and have them have multiple battles. Like, we barely saw Wonder Woman in action in this movie. We saw Diana.
I was waiting for that.
We only
set
saw
piece.
Wonder Woman 3 times.
Yeah, this was more of a defining character moments for Diana and her powers. Like, this is the movie where they introduced the see-through plane, her abilities to the max of what she could do with the lasso. You know what I mean? Like, they showed more of that. They showed that she could actually kind of fly. You know what I mean? So this was the movie where they
let me
put all that
interject right
stuff
here,
in
Casey.
for the future of the Wonder Woman character.
Now, like you have movies like Dark Knight Rises and like Spider-Man 2 where the person, like the hero, lost their power and they're not in their costume a lot, and they're building. They have that character development.
Yeah,
and you're growing with them. They kind of tried to do that with this, but the pacing's just so off that you get bored.
Yeah, they nerfed her, and I was pissed because I was waiting for that big set piece that they had from part 1. I was waiting for them to outdo that. I was like, okay, here it comes. She's chasing these the tanks in Egypt.
Nah, man, she
just hit under, like, yeah, she hit under, like, oh, they shot me out. I'm like, damn, Dad, you get beat down out here. This is not the set piece I was looking for. Yeah, she got messed up. Dude drove off. She slid on a skateboard piece of steel. I was like, okay.
Let's talk about Steve Trevor body snatching that man.
Let's talk about women who don't want to, like, who recycle their bodies, who don't want to, like, you know, meet a new guy. She's telling me out of this whole city, she goes to the same guy that was in the body of her ex-man. Yeah. Like, come on. Nah, man, meet somebody new.
So Steve Trevor took over this man's body. Let's say he have a girlfriend, a family, a job. He's like, nah, clapping Diana's cheeks. That shit was great. I died for that shit. I want to get it one more time. What if this guy was a stalker that just did his research thoroughly?
Exactly.
And he's like, yo, I'm gonna know every ins and outs of this man, and then I'm gonna go up to her and be like, hey girl, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
And then she sees Steve, but the rest of the world sees this other guy.
Yeah,
and she's having sex with him, and they steal a jet. And they fly to Africa. What kind of
I was like, what is going on? How'd they fly a small ass jet to Africa?
I was like, they didn't stop to refuel the jet. She turned the shit invisible.
They wouldn't have made it to Boston.
Man, this is what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking the BVS. I'm thinking to Batman saying, "There's no recollection of this woman prior to World War One. She was out and about in '84.
She was skipping and
flying through town, stopping
in the mall,
nuclear missiles, fighting at the mall. Like, come on now. And then if she could turn small objects invisible, because she started with a coffee mug, that spear, that kryptonite spear that Superman died for, she should have said, "Hold on, player. Invisible spear now." She throws it at Doomsday's chest, Casey. Doomsday's dead. Superman's good. Batman's good. We don't have Justice League shitty movie. But so she forgot all that. She's like, so after Superman died, she's like, I could have turned the shit invisible. My bad, y'all. Cold time. What?
Look, I was a baby in the 80s, but I remember a little
I'm
bit
magical.
of stuff.
I forgot. My bad.
I was a baby in the 80s, but I remember a little bit of things. And I don't ever remember people walking around with coffee cups that are super big with the cover on top in the 80s. They used to have those small little plaster, those little white cups with a little bit of coffee. And that coffee was strong as hell. They were never walking around with the Starbucks cups. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. In the movie, they were.
I remember that. That was in the mall, I think, too.
Like these fucking big ass 2000 cups. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's not accurate. The black people needed representation in this movie. I was not happy.
Barely. I saw one little black girl, and then
I didn't see no breakdancing.
One little girl, and Wonder Woman was like, "I see a little nigga baby," and then she was like,
"Yeah."
She's like, "Oh god."
I was like, "Where is the representation in this movie?"
Yeah, no breakdancing,
no Michael Jackson
nothing.
posters. I didn't see nothing. I was like, "Come on, this is the '80s. Come on."
You're right. Not one Michael Jackson reference in the '80s.
The biggest thing in the world.
No Prince.
No Prince. I was like, nah, they can't do this. This is WB. They got music rights. Like, they could be holding it down better with the music. What 80s songs stood out to you?
We got a nigga limitation. I'm gonna show you something. That's the other thing I hate.
But even Madonna. Like, they could have rocked Madonna.
No Madonna.
There was no representation of the 80s. Like, Captain Marvel for his whatever that was. You'd think they'd learn the lessons from that and be like, okay, we got to make the 80s ill. Like, we got to make people miss the 80s. For the moms that are taking their daughters to see this movie, maybe the moms are from the 80s and they're taking their daughters to see Wonder Woman and bond on this and be like, yeah, that was cool, that was ill. I remember I had that pom-pom in my hair, or the thick big socks.
I thought Wonder Woman had like big goofy hair in this movie. I was expecting like big
hair, yeah,
80s hair. She didn't even have that.
The only part that looked 80s accurate was the gym scene where she had
the gym scene and some of the people in the mall. That was about it.
Some of the people, but
like it felt like early 90s Home Alone, 1992.
Exactly. It felt like
the vibe
92.
I was getting.
And it had a gas loss situation in the 80s. But I don't think it was 84. I think that was like 88 when it had like gas shortages where people were lined up waiting for gas, like buying gas as emergency because they're like, yo, we're running out of gas. We got this whole situation because of what's going on in Saudi or Egypt or something. Like, oh, that's what the Americans were saying back then in the news. So they're all lined up trying to get gas, but they didn't do it accurately. They just used it as a storyboard ploy where they're like, didn't something happen in the 80s with gas? Yeah. Okay, let's bring her all the way to Egypt. And she gets
another thing I gotta get off my chest, man. Screw that homeless man. That woman about got raped twice. The second time she beat the dog shit, she about to kill him. I would have looked the other way. What about my business? Being like, one less rapist. Not him. He trying to hit her with some moral, like, don't do it, Barbara.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Let him live to rape again. Like, no. This man's a monster.
Yeah.
Let him take it out. Just look the other way. I was going to look the other way and mind my damn business. I'd be like, she always hooks me up with food, so I ain't see shit. That was very unblack of him. To go out. That's what tells me Patty Jenkins don't know black people. Because any real nigga would be like, he would turn that card around quickly and be like, not my problem. Like this black man, he fast with himself. So, hey,
he's the black saint angel that just pops in to help things out. You know what I'm saying? With no character, no dimension, he just pops in to help the white girl or white person.
Like, thank you for the sandwich, baby.
Yeah,
all right.
Even with the character, the pilot, I can't remember his name right now, but
Steve?
What was his story? Wouldn't you think you'd want to go see his family? Like,
nah, he's like, they're long gone, but that magical Amazonian poom poom.
Yeah,
that's the first thing you notice. He's in bed where he's just like, he clapped them cheeks. Then he was like, I wonder what clothes I could wear.
Yeah, don't you think
like,
he'd want to see his brother?
About nothing. He's like, did we win the war? None of that talk. He was just like, happy to see them cheeks again. I don't know whose body I'm in, but the dick working. So
exactly. He was like,
we're in business. That character didn't even have a name. If you look at the credits, it just says handsome man.
Oh my
it's just like
God.
Handsome white man. Like it's just some random guy they grab from Hallmark movies, and they're like, you're gonna be the body for Stever Trevor to obtain throughout the film.
Like, do you think you'd want to see his family? See what happened to his family? Like, what happened to his sister and her kids?
Nothing,
like,
man. See, we missed those parts. He went to the library and he was just like, dead. We
should have gotten that. We should have gotten that instead of a bootleg Donald Trump friggin' just being more and more greedy. I was like, come on, this is too shallow.
Yeah, like I just kept thinking of Ray J's One Wish. Like the whole movie's like, One Wish.
I was like, come on, this is the monkey paws, the MacGuffin, and they even made it look like a monkey paw, the diamonds. I was like, this is so cheesy. Like, come on.
And then the origin story of Cheetah was done badly too. It's just like she wished to become Wonder Woman, and then I was like, all right, I understand why she got the powers, but why'd she become a cheetah? Like she just randomly, because she didn't wish after that. She just told him like, I'm gonna be a super predator or something. I was like, oh shit, they gonna make her a nigga with a do-rag, because she said super predator, and that's what.
It's already a human though.
I was like, they gonna make her a goon. She gonna be super predator. Then they made her a cheetah. I was like, nah, like I'll take the other story where her being obsessed with the Amazons and then going to that guy, and
I thought they were
her not being pure, like her not being a virgin, her turning into, like, I would take that over her saying, nigga, make me a super predator, bro. I'm trying to be real out here in these streets. And then Wonder Woman gets that magical armor. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. She gets that magical armor. That woman fought a whole army of men. Like a whole battalion of men.
That was dope. Yeah.
And then she wears that armor for 30 seconds against Cheetah, and it's a wrap.
Mashes it up. Mashes up the damn armor. Yeah, that I was like, come on. It's gonna look dope for cosplays. I can't wait to see some women cosplay that stuff though.
Man,
that lies.
They better put some tinfoil on the way that armor was set up. And then they got the audacity to show you Linda Carter at the end, like, I survived, bitches. Yeah. Okay. Then what you been doing this whole time? Just glammed it up?
Yeah, she was there during World War I also.
I was like, where were you when people out here making these crazy ass wishes?
I was hoping that was going to be the villain. Like, they were talking about this lady from this and that, and then she would end up being revealed. Like, she mutates Cheetah.
Nice reveal.
She mutates Cheetah, and that's how Cheetah's like, yo, I had a wish and she took it from me. I hate that girl, Wonder Woman. She's like, I got you. And then she mutates her.
Yeah, like
Amazonian. You know what I'm saying? And like, because Cheetah loves the Amazonian history. She loses her wish of having the power. So she goes to where the spot is.
She wants that power again.
And she wants the power back because she's addicted to it.
Better story than what we
mutated by the old Wonder Woman actress, who is the actual villain, who bitch slaps the dude who's the bootleg Trump.
Exactly. I was like, all right, they're gonna do like the first movie where they're gonna push this nigga to the side. Yeah, and then we have the real villain. Yeah. Nah, man, we had Trump the whole time. Like, it took the lasso, and he's like, oh shit, nigga, I got a son.
Let's talk about his son.
I ain't seen him in 2 weeks.
His son was looking at him like he never met him in his life.
He sounded like Chinese. I was like, what Chinese kid did he kidnap?
The son was the worst actor I've ever seen in a TV show. I was like, damn, man. I was like, Home Alone, that kid actor was like the same age as this kid now, and they picked this kid is
no Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, man. I was like, out of all the kid actors I could think of on YouTube that are probably on killing it, you get this kid. Like, why?
He looked like he won that kid in like a gambling bet or something.
Exactly.
Like, mingling your mind now. What? The kid didn't look no type of Hispanic.
I think of Indiana Jones. I think of Indiana Jones too with that kid who was.
That's what he looked like, the Asian kid from Indiana Jones too.
But that kid killed it though. That kid was actually great in that movie.
This kid, man. This kid is like, yo, you're mine because I bought you fair and square.
It's like looking around the office like he's never been in that office a day in his life.
They ain't talk about his mom. Like, is the mom dead?
They didn't talk about the mom at all.
Is this kid living the streets when dad's not around? Like,
he just had that dusty ass T-shirt on for like 2 months because this movie.
And how
did
his son just show up after that? Like, all this stuff is going on. His son showed up like, Dad, I'm here. And his dad's like, I'm gonna stop being an asshole. No repercussions, bro. You should be in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Jail.
It just ends with him hugging his son, right?
Yeah, he should be in jail. The president should be in jail because he was like, them nukes. We about to nuke everything.
Yeah, out of all the wishes he had, the president wishes for nukes.
Yeah,
that's what the writer thinks of a president.
The main bad guy should be in jail. Like, the only person I felt bad for was Barbara. I was like, man, give her cat powers back, man.
I felt her problems, man. I felt it. I was like, I get it. Let her live.
But my thing is, it's really like 90s cheesy superheroes.
And I got that.
Where they have the glasses and they're always disheveled and they're just like, they're not nice to me until I meet my potential of villainy. And then they slick the hair back in the glasses. They can see again.
Yeah.
Edward Nygma did that.
Yep.
Catwoman did that. Jamie
Electro.
Foxx and Amazon and Amazing Spider-Man 2 did that.
Yep.
Poison Ivy. So like the list goes on of these disheveled, undepreciated humans finally getting their shine, and they're like, I'm a villain.
Like I'm saying, like, this is a safe, poppy comic book movie, and I'm not mad at that. It's like not Fast and Furious, but it's trying to be along those.
Don't you dare! Realm. Fast and Furious is at least fun. I feel.
Yeah, no, this wasn't as good. I'm saying it's along that realm. It's not like the DC movies, which I was hoping we would get. Like The Dark Knight Rises, obviously, it's not that.
No,
it's not even Superman, Man of
Steel.
Steel.
Shazam level.
Yeah, man. If it felt like it was gonna be like the next Shazam level movie, but it's not that at all.
Here's my thing.
It's a cool movie.
They're pushing all these like psychedelic colors in the 80s, blah blah blah.
But
when you watch the film, it has like a piss yellow filter the whole movie. Like, I was expecting Thor Ragnarok levels of like psychedelic colors and just them having fun. Yeah. But like they forgot to have fun and it was just boring. It was just one wish. He's like, nigga, you want wishes? Touch my shoulder. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, he took off. It's like they got lazy with the writing and they just let that character take the main.
Mandalorian in the building. Like, you have all these good actors.
He did a great job.
Kristen Wiig, she's giving it her all. It's like she's reading the script. She's like, you want me to say what?
All right, I think she did a great job.
Like, yeah, I thought she did great. And then Gal Gadot, to me, it seems like she just read the lines and then she went into the scene.
She's beautiful though, so she got away with it. She's
beautiful, just like
beautiful, so she just got away with it.
I will stop. Yo.
And I was watching like, yes, stop them, you beautiful bastard.
Stop them, Gal.
Yeah, I got you.
The most exhilarating scene was that little girl in the beginning of the film.
Lord, that was the best part of this whole movie.
I was like, you could do it, girl, and then
just making her. Just making her movie.
They're like, you can't cheat in life. I was like, yeah, you can. That's how people get rich. Giving her these fake ass morals.
Yeah.
Lie, cheat, and chill, man. And cheat and steal. That's that Eddie Guerrero life.
Yeah.
That's what wrestling was good.
It was okay. You know what I mean? But the biggest problem with this movie, out of all things, was the set pieces. You know, I love my movie set pieces. And this didn't have anything that matched up with the original Wonder Woman, where she busts through the glass with the guy and then you see her running up top while he's running downstairs. You know what I'm saying?
The no man's land scene, nothing came close to
that. It had nothing close to those set pieces, and they should have been able to see that and be like, yo, we can't beat these set pieces. How we can't put this out like that. You got to think of things more creative to make a part 2. This was like a money grab part 2, and that's really disappointing. And it's kind of good karma because the damn thing couldn't even come on in theaters officially.
Yeah, like you use all this crazy like Hans Zimmer score in the beginning. You're like,
yeah, I got excited when I saw Hans Zimmer.
Epic, and then the movie's like, you just gotta wish for the good things in life. Like, what the
fuck? She's just talking to everybody.
Like,
through
it ended like a Hallmark movie where she sees that guy and she's like, Trevor's not in your body, but I've seen your penis, so I approve. Like that's what I got from that end scene.
Yeah,
Trevor's
she didn't learn her lesson.
Body.
She was basically walking around with that guy this whole time, and she was like, nah, I'll just go back to him.
The man got body snatched, man.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, my girl dumped me. He's like, I'm unemployed.
She don't even know this guy.
Scars on my body. Somebody punched me in the mouth. Don't know what happened. I'm wanted for stealing a plane.
And
But
she's
it's
like,
nice
yeah.
to finally meet you.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I'll recycle. I'll go back. I'll go
There's all
back.
FBI wanted posters for
You don't want to put
stealing
more
the
numbers on her
and all
board.
this
That's why.
shit, man.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, just I don't know. What do you feel like the theme was in this film? Like, be happy for what you already have. Be careful what you wish for. Like what?
Yeah, the theme is like, yeah, pretty much. The theme on this was not that deep, man. It was trying to be deep.
I feel
That's
like
the
it was
problem.
trying to be on some deep shit. Like they purposely created like a Donald Trump character and all this stuff. And I'm like, where are they going with this? What message are they going to try to convey with us in this?
Yeah.
film? And it was shallow as hell, man.
Be happy with what you have. That's pretty much what they're trying to say.
Nigga, if you have a rock, smoke it. Don't wish on it.
Just be satisfied already. You're alive, right? It's like,
be careful what you wish for and make them more detailed so you don't get screwed over.
yeah, exactly.
Have full details in your wishes so they don't backfire on you.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, is this what you would want your daughter to see? Like, is this something you would be like, yeah, let me put this on for my
daughter went
daughter?
to sleep.
When she's
Daughter-
older, you know what I mean? You know, like, who are they marketing
My
this to?
5-year-old son, who's a part of the age range this is for,
Said,
fell asleep.
Yeah. I fell asleep too. I had to put it back on the next
They
day.
fell asleep. He's like, this is not Shazam.
Yeah, no, it's not. It didn't even have any funny moments, really. Just when he was getting dressed, but that wasn't funny. That was like, that felt like annoying. Like when, that wasn't funny. It just when you go bring your girl to the mall or something, she's trying on clothes. It just had that vibe to it. Like, I don't really want to be watching this, but all right, yeah, that one looks good.
So
You know
the
what I mean?
first film had like a terrible third act, and this movie had a decent third act, but Act 1 and 2 are just like, I think Act 2 is just so long because the movie's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Act 2 is just so long and
that was the problem. The Egypt part.
Trying on clothes, gone to Egypt, and
the third act, I think Cheetah should have been 3D. It just looked cool when she was under the shadows and you saw the Cheetah, the eyes. But then after that, I think they should have went with a real costume. They shouldn't have went with 3D.
They should have did like I'm always for like a mix of practical effects and CG.
Yeah. Like maybe when she like goes like this, make the 3D make it look like it's harder. Like, you know, make the wind move.
Yeah, because Kristen Wiig's in great shape. She has abs and shit. Like, you could spray paint her, put some green on parts of her eyes that you want to CG or something. I don't know. Just do a mixture of the two. It doesn't all have to be CG.
Fully 3D. I love practical effects. I love practical effects. So practical effects with a touch of 3D is what you should be doing. Full blown 3D is like, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Everybody wants to be
people are gonna learn their
Casey.
lesson. Yeah, I don't know when they're gonna learn their lesson. It doesn't work.
Now, Casey, so where would you rank this in the DCEU?
Ooh. Damn. This is not better than Aquaman.
I was like, Birds of Prey is better than this.
Birds of Prey and this kind of close.
No, Birds of Prey.
I like Birds of Prey better than this.
Yeah, I like Birds
much
of Prey
better
than this.
I like Birds of Prey better. This is up there with. You know what? No, this is pretty bad because I liked Superman versus Batman better.
You like BVS more than this?
Yeah, because that was like wrestling. That was like, okay, just an excuse to see people running and hitting each other.
I was like, no way BVS is better than this.
No, it is. It is. Maybe it's because I like those characters better. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna act like I knew who Cheetah was all this time. I know the character, but I didn't know her whole history and stuff. But this did a good job of making me want to be interested enough to go see who that is.
It didn't make me feel
80s,
bro. I didn't feel like they didn't.
I didn't feel 80s at all.
Like, I was watching Terminator 2 over, and that made me feel 90s. Like, everything about that was just like heavy 90s.
That's a whole.
And I wanted
level.
to have like a heavy 80s vibe with this. I wanted to see like Pepsi commercials from the 80s, Madonna, like you said. Like, different pop culture references, and they gave you a hint of that, and then they're like, all right, now we gotta focus on this world peace shit, all this 80s shit to take a step back.
And they were in a mall in the movie, but they didn't make it a big deal that malls are new in the 80s. They were just like, yeah, we're in a mall. But that was a big deal then, to be in a mall. Like, that was a new thing. Walmarts weren't really like they were. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing that they made an emphasis was like, she's like, I don't have a TV, and then Mexican Trump's like, baby girl, I'm gonna get you one. Hella TVs.
That was funny.
So it's like,
but she lied though. She had like fucking like 40 TVs in one bedroom.
You lying like hell, yeah. She just hated, man. All she wanted is Steve Trevor, man. You just got you do your research and you lie to her and be like, I'm back. I'm in the black man this time.
Just beat it down.
Let me beat them cheeks. And
Yeah,
then
this
she'll
this
actually
ranks very
converse and
low.
shit.
This ranks very low on the DC movies, and that's such a disappointment because they've seen all the mistakes of the old DC movies. They've seen where Captain Marvel messed up, and they still like dug deep in the heels of going forward of the mistakes of Captain Marvel. You know what I mean? Because these are the two characters that are from each side who we could say are like
Women
representing that area.
empowerment.
Yeah, representing that area of the entertainment movie DC comic booky like stuff. So yeah, they seen the mistakes. They could have adjusted and made it better.
Was
but they
this the
just went-
neon-soaked 80s action film like they advertised?
Hell
'Cause
no,
I didn't see no
no.
damn neon.
No, I saw
saw
sand in
piss
Egypt
yellow.
for an hour.
Piss
Egypt
yellow.
and I saw like her in clouds for a long time. Clouds.
Yeah, she just randomly learned how. I woke up with her flying. I said, "Where are we, Superman now?"
But
She's
can't
like,
she kind of fly in the comics? I swear she could fly in the comics.
Yeah, like in the 52 series. But you go back to BVS, my girl's still riding on planes, man. She just
That's where it was
wasting that
just
money.
like I was watching. I was like, they dropped the ball with this.
Where was that flying in Justice League?
Where was it anywhere?
Where was it in BVS? Where was the invisibility? That invisibility would have came so handy
Yeah.
when they're getting attacked by Darkseid. She should have been like, "No worries, y'all. Visible." Do the hand trick again. She
What's
forgot all
crazy-
that in 20 years. She been high.
What's crazy in that movie? She was getting on a plane, and she chose not to go on the plane. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you don't need no damn plane. What are you doing?
She could have been like, "The plane could leave. I'll fly there. No worries."
I'm surprised Gal Gadot didn't like read the script and be like, "This doesn't make no sense."
She's a producer, bro.
Like, how did she read this and be like, "But we've messed it up with all this stuff here. I can't just do that. What? How do I do this now?" You know what I mean? Like, nah, she didn't do none of that. She was just like, "All right, cool, go with the flow." Nah, come on.
Same Steve
Diana
Trevor
Price
thing was
deserves
like,
better.
here's my other thing. Like Steve Trevor didn't even mention like, yeah, man, I've been dead. I've been in heaven or hell or anywhere. He's just like, I went in the sky. I'm here now. What's good?
Wouldn't that have been such a much more interesting thing to explore in this story?
Yeah, like if
of
he was like,
where
yo,
the
I'm
hell he
dead.
was.
I was happy in the afterlife. I'm not even, why'd you bring me? Like if he had some type of
Depression
conflict,
or
yeah, with
conflict.
that, like, I was
Yeah.
at peace with myself, and now you brought me back here.
Yeah, that should have been an issue. He was just like,
Nope.
let me see them cheeks.
He's like, "Them sweet Amazonian cheeks."
You don't care about his family. You don't care about the infinite.
like,
You don't
it's
care about
worth the
nothing, where he's
risk.
going. You don't know if he's going to hell now for cheating God. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't scared. He's just like, whatever, man. I beat the cheeks again.
Because I feel like, okay, everybody's supposed to suffer from the wish that they make.
Yeah.
What did Cheetah suffer for? I think she was living life great. She turned into
she
a
was.
cat.
She just went too far.
No, like you're supposed
Well,
to
actually,
like,
the
lose something.
dude-
What'd she lose? She got hairier.
Yeah,
Niggas
she's
still
good.
would hit.
Yeah, they probably would.
They be like, poom, poom,
That's a
still
furry
pink.
right there. She's an OG furry.
Little hair didn't defer me before.
Just slick that back to the side.
That homeless
girl.
man, that homeless man was trying to hit the whole time.
Exactly.
The homeless man was like, shit, little hair ain't gonna scare me.
Some confidence there, man.
Ain't
Homeless and
nothing but
still,
a thing, boy.
homeless
Bring
and
the
still
Clippers.
swinging. Man, his character was trash. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you saving this fucking rapist?
He's like, come on now, girl, don't you hit this precious white man right here.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? He was
He's
sitting
like,
there
"You're
watching the
going
whole
too
time.
far, girl. You trying to hit this white man. I was like, come mind you, that's why I know Patty Jenkins don't know black people, because any black person in that situation would be like, that bitch buy me sandwiches. I'm turning my cart around and minding my damn business.
And can we get into the real issue with this movie? Is like
Yes,
they're in
yes.
Washington, D.C., and it's looking clean as hell. Washington, D.C. does not look that clean. Only by the White
Never.
House does it look that clean. There's
Never.
Washington, D.C. has so much black people in it.
Not one
Maryland-
crackhead, too. It's the 80s. Not one
It's in
shaky
Maryland.
chicken.
Maryland,
Not one.
do you remember black people? That's one of the most popular black people in America.
Not
Like-
one.
They showed one. He was homeless. Like, nah, man. Nah. It didn't have that grimy look that DC had back then, in my opinion. It was not accurate at all. Not accurate at all. It was too clean. Everywhere was too clean. The malls were too clean. Everything was too clean. The only ill place is the White House. Outside of that, everything went to shit. So, like, I don't know, man. It was not accurate.
Yeah,
It's for
that's
kids.
why.
I was just thinking, yo, this is for little girls, man. Let them rock. Let them have their stupid movie. Because we have a lot of stupid comic movies that we like, and we'll rock with it still.
And like I made a comment, I was like, can we talk about how wishing to decolonize led to nuclear war? And that message was like shitty enough, but you know, Gal Gadot being a producer makes me think, because she's Israeli and she was part of the Israeli army. So I'm just like, shouldn't she have some type of gripe with that?
I don't know.
I mean, she's just like, nope. I don't think she read the script, man. I'm telling you, she read it as she was filming. She was just like, I say what? Like, I'm telling you, the way she was acting like she was looking at the script and reading it out loud. Like, I must save you all now.
Her fight choreography
she
wasn't
her
even
hair.
that
You
good.
be like, damn, she pretty. I don't even
she's
remember
bad
what
as hell
she
though.
said.
That's the thing, yeah. But her fight choreography was not good at all.
No,
it was trash. It was just basic. It was way better in Wonder Woman 1.
Yeah, man. Like, what happened?
The other Batman versus Superman when she was in that. Way better. This one was just like
Patty Jenkins, Patty.
Yeah.
Patty cake. What happened?
Well, at least we didn't go risk our lives in theaters to go see this, right?
No, and it was free, so I can't complain too much.
So that's why I'm like, it was good. You know, it was good.
What's going on with Jeff Johns, bro? Jeff Johns wrote this and Patty Jenkins. And Jeff Johns wrote some other DC property. Like, his comics are good, but I'm just like, what are you doing where these movies are stupid and you're the DC guy?
That sucks. Yeah, I don't know. That's
you not revising this shit? Or are you just like, yeah, it's good?
This is like PlayStation just letting the game slide by, even though they're not certifying it for real.
Because I'm just like, you're working on Green Lantern Corp next. Like,
I'm scared then.
I'm scared. What are you doing,
yeah,
Jeff Johns?
because we got to hold him to keeping everything up with integrity.
Real
That's
talk, Casey.
There.
Streets ain't ready for this one. Stargirl's better than this shit.
Oh, shit.
Stargirl, go on the CW app. Better character.
Check that out.
Granted, it's a TV show,
and
you spend 13 hours with her. But hell, that first episode, better, more action, better acting. It's like I guess she read the script before, because I don't think Gal Gadot saw that script. That script was a surprise. Another thing that pissed me off, do you watch Titans, Casey?
Nah.
So Wonder Girl, she's like a pretty much like a duplicate of Wonder Woman, like the younger version.
Yeah.
So Wonder Woman, she underwater, she getting electrocuted, Cheetah get hurt. She good, she just dusts it off. In Titans, Wonder Girl gets electrocuted. Guess what? D Casey dead. Dead, Casey. She dead.
I was just like, when that happened, I was like, wow, Wonder Woman just murdered this woman.
Like, Wonder Woman ain't phased by nothing. She's like, are you sure? You ain't giving up? All right, now. Lit, bitch, we lit.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, she's just cool just murdering her. I was like, okay, finally, we're getting the real Wonder Woman.
She's like, I saw what you tried to do to that nice rapist. You're gonna have to pay for that, Wonder Woman.
Could have tied her up. The lasso.
That lasso was pointless. And then
they made it look so weak after.
How did the world hear her speaking when she was talking to Mexican Trump?
Through the lasso.
She wasn't talking through him. It wasn't like he was like, everyone renounce your wish. Like, she was just talking to him from like a mile away, but they heard her.
It went stupid. Yeah, it went fully stupid.
And there was somebody. There had to be somebody that had like 1 million, but like a family member died, and like, I'm like, that nigga, no way, I ain't renouncing shit. They put
exactly. You're telling me everybody renounced their wish?
Everybody, hell no. Like, nigga, I could fly. So what? My hands a little shaky now. This flying is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
a lot of things didn't make sense.
Everybody renounce this shit, man.
Nah. That was funny though when they were announcing the stuff, and the guy with the AK-47 was like, "It's like this guy has a full AK.
That one Egyptian.
He's still ready to murder people.
It's like people left me.
Yeah, but he's still out there with the gun.
The walls break. I was like, they have to break them walls and come after and kill him after. Anyway. They were like, nah, they deprived us of food and water for a minute. We're gonna kill you.
The fact that the man hugged his AK, like something.
Kill so many people with this.
Yeah, it's like out of all, you think he'd throw it on the floor and be like, "Can't be doing this no more." Man just went.
That one guy, that Irish guy, he took that shit to extreme. I hope he gets deported. He's like, die, bitch.
Yeah, that part had me laughing out loud.
God.
When she actually died, he was just like, all right. He didn't feel a ways until he looked outside seeing other Irish people getting arrested.
He's like, damn, my homie's getting arrested. He's like, that bitch could stay dead.
Yeah,
damn,
exactly.
not the homies.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be like, I wish I had a different, hotter wife then. Like something like they took the woman life for no reason.
Yeah, the movie turned into like when I don't know if you remember those days when you did your homework last minute, you just started jotting shit down.
This shit was
that's what the movie turned into. The writers
of Goosebumps, man.
The writers saw the due date coming. They're like, "Yo, just start filling things in." What does this guy do? I don't know. He says drop dead. Okay.
So did he poop The Rock out because he renounced his switch? So did The Rock come back?
That's stupid, man. I didn't even ask.
Where
I was
did that
watching
stone
the movie.
go?
I was like,
Because
"Yo, where did the
take
stone go?"
To pick that stone back up, and be like, I want that shit back. To drop the Rock back down.
I thought the demon in the soul was gonna come out and be some smoke battle demon at the end.
I was expecting the after credit scene to be like Cheetah being like getting the stone or something, turning back into Cheetah and being like, "Nah, bitch, we ain't done." No, instead we get Linda Carter like, "You remember me from the '80s?
Yeah,
I'm lifting people."
Yeah, she like stops over.
It's like, oh, all these wars happening? Not my problem. I'm retired. Yeah. I am retired. Let that young girl handle that business.
Yeah. No. So, man.
Yeah, this is a dud for me. I might have to give this shit a 5 too.
I think a 5 might be generous. A 4. It's a 5. I give it a 5. I give it a 5. I give it a solid 5. This is
4 sure.
4 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a dud.
Let's
but it's just like, man.
Imagine I could rag on this all day. So yeah, what they could have did to improve it was pacing. Work on the pacing and editing. There is a
hour and a half,
Patty Jenkins cut coming out on Blu-ray. Are you going to invest in that, or are you good?
No.
Patty's like, I left all the good stuff out.
Yeah, right.
all the Steve Trevor finding himself in the world and more cheetah fight scenes.
I'm good. I didn't even do that with Batman vs Superman. You think I'm going to do it with this?
I know they did do that Batman vs Superman.
No, they did an extended. Bro. They did an extended. Yeah, I didn't watch that with that. Why would I watch it with this?
I was like, what am I about to get here? Batman shower his butt cheek out, just going. That's all. They added that, and then they added Superman doing some basic like investigating. He's like, dude, I'll look into that. He has his glasses on. I was like, you gotta pay $30 to see butt cheeks and putting your glasses up and going, I'll investigate that.
Yeah, just wait for the Snyder cut.
Yeah, they really like charged people to see Ben Affleck's butt cheeks. That was like all they added. It was him like,
Snyder cut's gonna be the same.
And he had scars on his back. That's why in Batman Black they did the same thing.
Yeah,
but Batman Black, they're like, yo, we gotta take this next level. We showing dick now. We showing
so shallow. Yeah, man.
Didn't add nothing to the character development. They're like, nah, that nigga got scars.
I can't wait for the Snyder cut because it's gonna be the same thing. People are gonna
be like, yo,
5 hours of this now.
It's gonna be the Flash in the shower rubbing his hurt feet like, damn my toes. He's gonna have some corns on his feet like, damn nigga be running. It's
gonna be a long 5-minute scene of that.
Him rubbing his feet. It's gonna be Wonder Woman taking that lasso and like cleaning it and like stringing it up like, gotta get it ready, or sharpening her sword.
Gonna make no sense now.
20 minutes of sword sharpening.
Now that we know she can fly and make things invisible, that movie's gonna make no sense. How are they gonna fix that?
Nothing. It's gonna be Cyborg writing some HTML code for his website. He's like, let me make a Cyborg fan site real quick. 20 minutes of that. Snyder cut. It's 4 hours.
DC has the ball now. This is what they're doing with it. Come on,
they about to fumble that shit. It's about to be out of bounds.
Feeling like they just fumbled it right now, and I'm hoping that they get the ball and run with it till 2025.
No, they traveling, bro. They took the ball. They running with it, but they don't know where to go. And
the
ref is like, travel, stop. And they're like, nah, baby, they told me to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run with this ball.
Man, this was supposed to be the definite Ragnarok style movie. You know what I mean?
No, like, I was expecting Ragnarok, but no. Nope.
They dropped it.
And I can't get mad at the movie for it not being the fantasy movie I built in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're telling people neon soaked 80s action, and you just give me a piss yellow filter and they didn't really emphasize on the 80s, so I'm just like, no. The soundtrack, do you remember like some 80s songs from the soundtrack that stuck out?
I love Hans Zimmer, and I don't even remember none of the songs that he did.
Yeah, I don't remember like Madonna, Michael, nothing like that playing in the background. Or nothing. Like that.
Yeah, soundtrack alone, like, yeah, no. This score didn't stand out. The soundtrack didn't pop.
Hey, Casey, guess what?
What's up?
3 now. What's just for the lack of 80s references, man. It was real lazy. It's like me writing about the 80s, and I was born in '88. So I'm just Googling shit.
I don't know why they might want to put her in different time periods. If they're gonna do that, go way back. I don't know.
Well, if you're gonna go 80s or whatever time period it is, go hard on that shit. Like
Yeah.
I have my gripes with Captain Marvel, but you know it's a '90s movie. You know, from the clothes and the music selection, blockbuster.
Yeah.
Like they fully immerse you in the '90s, so I give them credit for that. This movie didn't fully immerse me that it's in the '80s, '84. Like it could have been in the '90s for all I can tell.
I was happy to see one character, the black girl from what's this show called? She had like 1-2 scenes
From Insecure.
Yeah, Natasha Rothwell.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's like, you
she's
hired
so much
me, and
funnier.
she's like, yeah, I don't remember you. Like that part was funny.
Yeah, she's so funny, but she didn't get very much beats to really
I told you,
kill
man,
it.
people of color, like Patty's like, and you're off. Like, get off the set.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I said cut. Stay away from me. Get off the set.
This should have been young Diana the whole time, man.
I was expecting like a cameo from Diana's sister, like Nubia, like a black, like that would have been like, oh, sure, I didn't see that coming, like something.
You know who I thought I saw in the
expect.
background?
But
I thought I saw in the background when it was Kid Diana in the contest. I can't remember her name right now, but she was in that movie on Netflix that I can't remember the name, about the two Africans who went to England and stayed in the house, and the house seemed haunted.
I don't know, Casey. That just sounds wild, though. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The girl from Lovecraft.
Yes, from Lovecraft. She's also the sister's thing in Lovecraft. I swear I saw her in the background in that
Nah,
scene.
man, she a big juicy. All them Amazonians are they strong. They Ford tough.
I'm gonna watch it on mute in the background while watching something else to see if it was her. Just that beginning part.
She ain't in there, Casey. They got a strict like no
weight class,
no body fat over 10%.
Yeah,
Damn village, man. Everybody's just
Amazonians
ripped.
are
They probably fat
definitely,
shamed them. They're like,
fat-shaming.
look at fat Diana. Fat, greasy
I'm 9.
How come you can't work out like the rest of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they be body shaming people over there at Themyscira. You can't be fat over there. They probably beat you up.
This movie was a definite dud. And it was so disappointing that it was. I want to like it. Like, I'm trying to defend it. Like, it's good. Because it was like, man.
No, because the more you think about it, the more I start getting mad and I'm trying to come up with stuff. And I was like,
But I just feel like, there's some women's movie and guys are trying to be like fucking toxic online, giving it shit. Yeah, but the movie's really not what we deserve. So.